Russian President Vladimir Putin has offered what he called total support for Africa, including in their struggle against terrorism and extremism. The speech was read out at a summit in the Black Sea resort of Sochi by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov to his African counterparts. Several African countries have cut ties with traditional Western allies and are looking to Moscow for help in tackling frequent attacks by jihadists. During the summit, Burkina Faso Foreign Minister Karamako Jean-Marie Traoré said Russia was a more suitable international partner than the former colonial power France. So, it is true to some extent, but we Africans, we have an adage. It is not to give a monkey water is the problem. It's getting the cup back from the monkey. That is where the issue lies. It is an African adage. It is a view shared by several of France's former colonies and was reiterated by Mali's foreign minister, Abdullah Dipo, who contrasted the Kremlin's sincere partnership to the neo-colonialism relationship of Western powers. He said that as well as military cooperation, Mali was exploring the joint projects in the energy, telecommunications, technology, and mining sectors. Russian companies are working in all these areas with Malian government and private partners in Mali to provide solutions to the challenges facing the Malian people. The two partners have agreed to step up the pace to ensure rapid results, he said on the second and final days of the Conference of African Foreign Ministers. So, truth be told, it is on one side, it's very good that these countries are getting support from Russia to be able to make way or get their former or even present colonial masters who were feeding on them like vultures. Because when I say feeding on them like vultures is that just take Niger as a case study. How can uranium per kilo be sold at international market for $200 per kilo, while these people were buying it at lesser than $1 from Niger, and they have the first right over Niger's mineral resources or natural resources? That is the highest level of wickedness to man. And at the end of the day, these people reposition themselves as the Messiah, as the saviors of Africa, why they are the biggest evil that ever happened to Africa. Because they stopped African civilization, turn around to be claiming that they are the one that civilized Africans. Whatever the Europeans knew today, they learned from our African ancestors. That is why an average European has an inferiority complex seeing an African. We are special breed. But what I'm saying in essence is these countries that are aligning with Russia or having partnership or relationship with Russia, they should be very, 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 very careful of the agreements they are signing, so that in nearby future it will not end up like the agreements that our ancestors signed with France or Britain that is still keeping us stagnant today, that kept us enslaved under pen and paper. So, in as much as they are having agreements with Russia to make away with their neo-colonial masters or former colonial masters, it is very good, but they must trade with absolute caution. Absolute caution is of the essence, so that you don't use one devil to chase one devil out today, and that devil you use in chasing one will turn to a mightier devil in the nearby future. At this point in time, as Africans, we must question everything, detail to detail, paragraph by paragraph, to avoid in the nearby future the story that touches the heart. It is very, very important for the sake of the coming generations, so that they will not find themselves in the nearby future where we find ourselves today, trying to free ourselves from the last chains of the imperialists.